Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the mistakes or errors that many brokers make, and we're going to give you an exact example that we've actually encountered in our support this week. So you might be wondering, why am I showing you a picture of dancers dancing the Viennese waltz? Well, a few years ago, and I've just Googled it, the Viennese waltz in Forex, we discovered an error that the broker had made in some of the currency setups that they made, and it was a substantial broker. I think it was Alpari UK in those days, and as this description says, some forex traders make a fortune by trading these little known forex trading patterns early in the European market. And what made this possible, this was a scalping technique that I found, is that I found out that the broker was hardly charging a spread for certain of the currencies. Now, when you are scalping, every little bit of spread is very important. So by the broker making a mistake, and I think the mistake was like a 10% a 10% mistake. So in other words, instead of charging 2 pips, it was charging 0.2 pips for the deals, and this made this technique, the Viennese waltz technique, very feasible. And as it says there, a couple of traders and myself made a lot of money out of that discovery. But it didn't last forever, and the broker corrected the mistake a few months later, but luckily we had a few months to climb in and really do well. And in fact, it was a course that was offered by Expert Forex in those days. So yeah, you can go and have a look for more information about it, but it's pretty old. It's about 12 years old. I can see from the date there that this technique was used and abused. But it was a technique, and why I'm mentioning this, it was a technique that took advantage of a broker error. The broker had made a mistake when setting up their currency. Instead of setting up, let's say, two pips for that particular currency, it set up 0.2 pips, and we climbed in and really took advantage of that. So this week we had this email from one of our clients which said, I'm testing the Make Money EA on IG and LQD FX using exactly the same settings and time frame, and the results are 43,000 different over, I think the testing period was only a month or so, so it was quite a massive difference. The client was asking, is this due to trade lot sizing, or what is the problem? So Mary MacArthur responded and said, please confirm the leverage is the same, the server offset is the same, the pip values are the same, the margin charged is the same, and the GTM hour for each broker that when they open on the Monday morning, because those are some of the main factors that play a role. So then the client responded back and said, yes, this is they are almost identical accounts. The leverage is the same, the offset's the same, the pip values are the pips values. We later showed him how to work that out, and they are in fact the same. And then a whole lot of other things. And then what Mary asked him was, there's a section on all of our EAs which basically gives account level information, market information, execution information. She says, please send that information to me so that I can verify some of the setups that the broker has made. So the client sent that back, and that is where we discovered this mistake. The brokers were all on the same leverage. Everything was identical. The pip values, as you can see, were identical, and the minimum lot sizing was identical, and everything else. So, and even the if you look at it, the spreads at that time when we did it was exactly the same. But the one broker was charging a margin of $500 and the other one was charging a margin of $50. So the brokers often make this 10% error. They, instead of charging 500, they charge 50 or whatever. And we don't really know which one is correct at this stage, but, and we could most probably calculate that, but that is where the problem came in. And that problem caused this huge discrepancy between the results of what the one broker was generating and what the other broker was generating. Broker errors are actually a major cause for discrepancies and support queries that we get. There are a lot of setup errors. The brokers are quite clumsy when they do the setting up of their demo accounts and even their live accounts, and they do make these clerical errors. Sometimes it takes a long time for them to discover that. So, when it's in your favor, that's great, but when it's not in your favor, you certainly want to know when those errors occur. So this video is to make you aware that brokers can make these kind of mistakes. You have to be aware of them, and thank goodness this trader used two different brokers, ran the same details across, and found this, and we were able to assist our client in the support inquiry to identify why these differences were encountered. So I hope you found this video interesting. There are many other examples of broker errors that we can show. I thought I'd just make you aware of the fact that they are there and they could be causing you a problem. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.